So the NHL 18 feature set has been revealed, and I'm sure there are a ton of questions regarding all the new features, and also, honestly, a little bit of a lack of attention towards goalies, and it might be a little concerning for some of you guys. And since this is a goalie channel, I'm going to address that first. Now, I'm not exactly sure what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say, so what I will tell you is what we should be hoping for here is them to tackle some of the bug fixes for goalies. There's a ton of bugs. We know that. There's a ton of glitches. There's a ton of issues. What we should be hoping for this year is that they get the time to tackle a large chunk of those bugs. We're just going to have to wait and see until I'm allowed to say more what happens. But again, let's just hope they tackle some of those bug fixes. Now, in the trailer, it showcased the new dekes between the legs passing and shooting, the defensive skill stick, and those were the main feature upgrades. But the biggest announcement was the new game mode of 3-on-3. People might be a little wishy-washy on this mode and think, I don't know, is that really a big deal? It's going to be a big deal, let me tell you this. It's awesome. It's so much fun to play. It's legit some of the most fun I've had playing this game in a while, and that's saying something. It's going to be a nightmare for goalies in ESHL Club 3-on-3. You're going to face a ton of onslaught of new dekes. You're going to face a ton of 2-on-1s, a ton of breakaways. You're going to get scored on a lot. And honestly, I think it's going to create a ton of bad habits for 6v6 goalies. But just getting back to something, for Club, ESHL Club, 3-on-3 mode will have the option for human goalies, and it's going to be played on a full-size rink. That's going to create a ton of space. But for the regular 3-on-3 mode, it's going to be AI goalies, and it's going to be on that fun, smaller, cool arcade rink and stuff like that. But Club, again, will have the option for human goalies, and it'll be on a full-size rink. Now, back to what I meant about creating bad habits for 6v6. Well, it's going to improve your reactions and kind of help show us some new cool ways to save the puck, because you're going to face a lot of shots. I think it's going to mess with the ability for you to read plays. There are going to be so many open options that you're going to have to guess a lot. In sixes, the elite goalies look for that one passing lane or that one play by looking at all 10 skaters in front of them and recognizing a weird break in like the pattern, their defensive pattern. They find that hole and they know when to leave and abandon the short side to make a nice save. In 3-on-3, it's basically going to be that the whole time. It's just going to be a mess. You're going to be like, oh my God, this guy can shoot, this guy can pass, he could deke, he could do anything. There's so many options there. It's basically going to make you a better drop-in goalie. That being said, I'm going to counter that a little bit. It's going to separate the goalies who are good skill-wise and good button-wise, as well as it's going to expose the ones that have been hiding behind their defense. So I'm kind of countering my own point there, but honestly, you're going to be hung out to dry, and we're really going to see who can make some really awesome saves. One of the biggest reasons why NHL eSports can't take off, and any sports game really, this is the reason why, is because you're watching a virtual version of that sport that you can already see on TV. Real people performing incredible athletic feats is always going to be more appealing than watching 12 slobs do it with their thumbs on a video game. Why watch that when you can watch the real thing? That's my argument here. NHL 3-on-3, I mean, again, it is fun. It's super fun. It's going to be even more fun to watch, and that's important because the only way esports for a game can take off is if people want to watch it. And people can't get 3-on-3 in real life. It's fast-paced, it's high-scoring, and very individual skill-based game mode. Like, it's very skill-based because there's only 3 humans on the ice on one team, and you rely a lot on one guy sometimes. It's just going to be a fresh look rather than seeing 12 dudes skate around on the ice from the overhead camera. It's going to be awesome watching 3v3 hockey on streams. I think streamers and stream watchers are going to eat it up, to be honest. The next reason, and the other bonus, is that it doesn't require 12 people. Just 6 or 8 with 2 human goalies. And it's going to be so easy to make teams for this. It's going to be unbelievable. I think it's going to play more competitive than 6v6, at least for NHL 18. I'm going to guess that a lot of the hardcore players start drifting towards 3-on-3 next year. Just because I don't think, there's anything that 6v6 can offer them. It's something new. It's a fresh mode. It's a little more skill-based. It's a little faster. It's going to be more scoring. It's going to be a lot of fun. And it takes less people. I think, honestly, a lot of the hardcore players are going to slowly drift towards it, and it might happen right away after playing in the beta. I think it's going to be the most watched game mode on Twitch next year, beating out Hut. That's saying something. That's bold, I know. Nuge and I were legit sitting at the bar. We looked at each other and we said, man, this game mode, this is going to take over sixes. And we kind of have mixed feelings about that. Again, that's a bold statement. That's just my prediction for NHL 18. I just think it's so much fun. Like, I had fun watching other people play it in the studio. So I can't imagine, like, an actual entertaining streamer playing it. Like, I don't know, man. It might do it next year. It might be the new mode. We'll see, though. We'll see. I hope not, because I really like 6v6. But, again, this mode is really fresh and new. I think people are going to appreciate the fact that there's something else to do as a team in ESHL rather than just 6-on-6. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more NHL 18 goalie news, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.